Hi, Sean at Action Sprout here again. Let's talk a little bit about some of the key things you'll find on your Action Sprout dashboard and what they mean. I'm going to go ahead and jump into an Action Sprout account here. I'm going to go ahead and jump into an account called Katsomai. This is a Facebook page that Action Sprout is connected to. At the top of your dashboard, you'll see some key metric stats, which you can expand. In this case, you're not seeing very many because I haven't been active on this page in a while. But this gets refreshed and it shows you your last week's stats. You can keep track of if you're growing or not in different key areas. If you scroll down, there's another setting area here called page settings. And there's a couple things I want to point out really quick when you're looking at this. Normally this should be all green, but there's two areas that I like to remind organizations to really think about. The first is your category, and the second is your location, which is under the contact information. Now in this case you can see that I just have a website listed here. So one of the things that I might want to do is actually head over to the settings area for that Facebook page and go to the page info area. Here you can see your categories that you might have set up, and you can have more than one for that thing. And you can also find the information related to where your organization is based or operates. This is important because Facebook uses this to help match your posts to people that are more closely in proximity to your organization. So in this case, we're based in Bellingham, so I'm going to go ahead and add Bellingham, Washington, and the zip code to the location for this particular page. Now you'll notice if I come back over to my dashboard here and refresh it, we should be able to see that new information reflected here. So make sure you take a look and see if your contact information lists at least a state and, if possible, a city is really great. Second thing to look at is the activity that you've had for your Facebook page. Now, one of the things we know from the data that we process here at Action Sprout is that you've got to be posting at least once a day in order to be sending signals to Facebook so that your future posts reach more of the right people. So in the stories section here, you can see the activity that you've been doing. In this case, you can see that I've published one story in the last 7 days. So I have not been meeting my daily posting goal on this particular page. So I've got some work to do from here on out. And I have actually started scheduling posts out. So I've got 2 posts scheduled for the next 7 days. And you'll notice anytime you go to share a post within Action Sprout, and I talk about these in other videos, so you'll see a lot more ways to do this, but you'll notice that here are the optimal posting times for this page, and here's what I have scheduled out. So the goal is to get stuff scheduled out for the next 7 days, so I at least have stuff so that I can get that 1 post a day scheduled out on my page. The other metric that I'll leave you with is the last one that I pay attention to a lot, and that's engagement rate. So once you're scheduling, once you're posting, once you're putting more stuff out there, you want to pay attention to how much are people engaging with the content that you're putting out there. And the higher the engagement rate that you're going to have, which you can find right here in your stories section, the more people are going to see your stuff in the future. So I like to recommend organizations really try and hit somewhere in the 10 to 15% range if you can. The more you do, the more you experiment, the better you're going to get in that particular range that's there. Those are the key things to look at here. There's a lot more in the dashboard. There's a lot more to Action Sprout. I'll run through those in other videos, but this gives you at least a taste of the key things that I look at when I jump into new accounts. Thank you. And again, if you ever have any questions or concerns or just want to chat with us, you can find us in the lower right-hand corner, and we usually have live chat or very quick response on those things. Thank you very much.